Hey, welcome back to the studio. So I have been working on a couple different MDF boards that I bought at secondhand store, and they're not canvas, they're MDF boards. So on one I've already created a Christmas wreath, so look for that video. And on this one we're going to do a Christmas tree. So let's try that one today. It should be fun. Alright, so as I said before, this is an MDF board. The painting itself was something that was a Hobby Lobby sale that someone had given up to Salvation Army. Did have some glitter on the paint, so I sanded all of that and cleaned up the MDF board with some water first, let that dry, and then with a paper towel that I sprayed some alcohol on, so I made sure I got all of the pieces off and then all of the paint residue. Now the paints that I'm using are pre-mixed from my wreath painting, so look for that video. And I have a moss green, evergreen, Christmas green, mix of various greens that I had on my shelf. This is a greenish blue, very dark, and this is a peacock blue. I might also use this. It is a pewter, and it actually acts to give me some dimension. So I'm going to put a black background on my painting. I'm going to finish mixing that up. Alright, so as I was mixing up my paints, I decided I'm going to do this Christmas themed pour as a dip. So I'm still going to use a black background on it. And let me get my gloves and get this all spread out. Parchment paper for my dip. Now you can use napkins, paper towels, whatever. But if the background dries, then it kind of sticks to it. So you want to get some air bubbles out. Well, like I said, I mix this up kind of quick. So there's going to be some bubbles. So next is to go ahead and put my pattern down. Now I'm going to take, this is a piece of parchment paper, so I'm going to take it and add it to the top of my painting. I'm just going to touch it down everywhere. As you can see, it's kind of taken on its own to touch where I really care that it touches. Now I'm not pushing hard. Just kind of making sure this all goes down in there. Well, this is a fun and easy way to paint. Sometimes if you're, like I have an MDF board, sometimes the paint will get thin enough you have to repair some of the spots. That's okay. See how it's not touching there yet? See the bubbles? Just want it to touch. And it doesn't have to touch in the black spot. So that's what I like about the parchment paper, is I can see my design through it. Sometimes a napkin, I can't do that. Depends on the napkin, I guess. Alright, so it looks like it's touching in all the spots that are green paint. My windows are open on my studio, so if you hear this loud bird, it seems like it's right outside. And here we go. And I'm going to peel it this way because I want the design to come down this direction. And there it is. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run my stick through it and make it more defined, just like I had in the original design. So I'm just going to make some more definition. The paint will run back. It'll have these beautiful colors. Just adding a little snow. I'm not going to do too much on the tree yet. Maybe once it actually sets. Alright, so I've decided before this dries, I'm going to use some of the vase filler that I bought from the dollar store as Christmas balls on this. And then we'll call it a painting. So as the paint is still wet, I'm just going to go ahead and add these onto the tree. So let me bring you in for a closer look. So this is our Christmas tree, and I think it looks really nice. Let me get over top of it so you can see. Isn't that beautiful? Thanks for watching.